I know some stuff.
Good.
Like, not like, you know, advanced shit, but
Alright, Balrog,
please don't
Ultra
pick the
Double.
bull costume.
Too late.
uh,
Bull costume is like my favorite costume in the game.
it's pretty good, but it
He's not.
just gets annoying to look at
He's not
after a
even a.
while.
He's not even a bull. He's a bison. That's the joke. I'm Bison. Mike Bison. He's a bison.
Bison. Oh yeah,
Um.
the horns are bison.
Yeah, he's furry too. More
Okay.
fur than a normal ass bull. That's the,
Ultra 1, standard.
yeah, you
Pretty much
Ultra 2.
100% of every matchup.
The one thing that Ultra 2 does is beat Dan. It's really annoying for Dan to deal with because it punishes all his Dan kicks except the light one. It's exactly the same as Poison's. It's a 2-frame throw. So basically, you can jump out of it on reaction. What is it? Double half circle or is it 720 right now? It's double half
Uh,
circle. They keep on changing it.
yeah, they changed it like every time.
I find that the 720
Double
motion is much
everything.
easier to use as a reversal. So I'm kind of sad
Yes.
that it's back to being double half circle. But it is 2 frames, so actually it's pretty good in this matchup. Like let's say you do like a light dash punch on me from point blank, which is a pretty common scenario. Theoretically, I can dirty bowl that.
Yep.
Yeah, it's pretty good
Pulling
range.
up.
And the one thing about that ultra that is not pictured here, it doesn't do that much damage. It does like
Stun on, yeah.
yeah, it does like 600, 700 stun or something on full dizzy and on full ultra too. Like if you're not dizzy is scaled as well for ultra double. Oh yeah, here's stun. Let's just get the raw amount. This will probably be. I think he's one of the 60% characters. No, he's 75. 525 dizzy, and that should be 75% of the total dizzy it does. So the dizzy is actually really good. Like once you land that, and especially with the new threat of his faster overheads, like that's actually his safer overheads. That's actually a really good thing that he can actually like dizzy you pretty easily. Um, we'll get to that in a minute.
All right.
But let's talk about Balrog. His foot speed is awesome, like super awesome,
Yeah.
and his dash speed is also super awesome. And that's actually really important if you're like a character who I'm not very good at it. But you can do like dash ultras and stuff. I think I didn't have charge. There you go. That's only possible with a really fast dash. So it's really good for him that he has a good forward dash. And that's actually really useful in some matchups at the highest level of play, but we'll worry about that some other time. His foot speed is awesome. His jump is okay. He doesn't have any jump altering things except neutral jump. You can hit fierce to steer it a little bit, which helps you navigate fireballs, I guess. It's not useless, but it's not like a burn
It's not
kick.
as good as Honda's, but
Yeah,
it's there.
it's there, and it is useful. Let me see here. That's his movement in a nutshell. His focus is awful. His focus is one of the worst focuses in the game. The reach is just awful. The focus is really good. Like in terms of dash speed, his focus would be one of the best. But just because the focus range is so bad, like timeout, you find a range of it. It's that's like the max range. That's like out of range. It's really hard to make this hit, which is kind of annoying. Or it would otherwise be a
If you want
really
to see
good
somebody hit
focus.
his focus attack, watch PR Ball.
PR Balrog spams it. He's so brave. It's because people don't expect focus supports Balrog's actions pretty well, and
He's
also
done
PR
exactly this to Daigo.
the point blank level 3. It's actually really good. Um,
Online people will probably expect it though.
yeah. Let's see here. Let's move in a nutshell. Let's talk normals. The stand jab, far jab is actually the most frame range normally has. I think it's +8. It's plus quite a lot.
You can link Ultra.
Yeah, you can link ultra. You can link sweep. It's the main one that people go for. It's a 1-frame link. Yeah, you can. The thing is, you can combo into the far jab really easily, and then you can link the sweep out of it. I think your combo is slightly different depending on what character you're fighting, or how many jabs you can go forward more accurately. But that's like a really good combo. You see PR Balrog going for that all the time. You see good Balrog players, I should say. It's a little combo into sweep. If you don't have charge, that's like sadly optimal.
That's pretty much all you can do with that card.
His sweep is amazing. We'll get to it. Hold on. Crouch jab is a 3-frame normal. All of his jabs are 3 frames, I think. His jabs go really far.
His standing jab and his close jab are +4.
Nice.
Or 4, I'm sorry.
4 frame. Okay, I was gonna say 4 frame, but +4 already knows. His crouch jab is not only it's super frame rate. It's +7, I think, for a crouch jab, and it's 3 frame startup. So even though it chains, so you can make it a true block string really easily. Even if you link it, I think it's +4 on block. So it's still a true block string if you're linking it. That's how good it is, and it goes really far, and you can convert off of it from max range. So it's like It's one of the best jabs in the game, and that's like a standalone reason to use Balrog. That was too far. But he can really easily convert off of it, which is basically nice. I think he didn't quite have charge.
Yeah, I'm sucking at this whole getting charged thing.
Anyway.
And I used to play this character quite a bit.
And you can build charge while you're doing stuff, and then like do combos like that. I actually missed it. Yeah, you can get charged during your combos. And that's not useless. Yeah, you get a little headbutt there as well. His jabs are basically awesome. Okay. What about short? I never see anyone use far short. That move is probably useless.
His only useful short is this one.
Yeah, the low short.
Maybe the close one.
I've never seen close short either. The low short is really good.
Close.
The low short hits low. Unfortunately, it's only +3, so it's a one-frame link to his jab.
Plus 2. No, not +2. Duh. +3.
Yeah. Yeah. So if you want to confirm from a low with low short, I've seen Balrog do that. I've actually seen him do the whole combo.
If you want to confirm from a low, you can do
Yeah, medium kick. We'll get to it. I've seen Balrog do that whole combo, and every time I'm like, oh shit. Low jab, low short, low strong. It's one-frame links all the way across, just like Elena's. That's a really useful combo on paper, but the fact that it's so difficult really hurts it. But you can confirm into it really easily because I think it's a 4-frame low short, and it goes, I think, like, I don't know if it goes farther than this crouch jab, but it does more damage. His crouch jab's only 20, so you usually see people do short jab short into special moves and whatnot. It goes decently far, but not as far as this jab. What else? You can chain into it, so you have to make sure you do it nice and slow. But it's a low, and it forces the opponent to respect lows, and then you can go into reasonably safe things from it, so it's nice, I guess. Far Strong is a pretty good anti-air. Normally use Crouch Fierce if you can help it, but Far Strong actually does go a little farther and is good at different things. For both both the close and the far one anti-air. It doesn't disappear his hurtbox the way that low fierce does, but it goes higher. So like for example, if I'm fighting like a Balrog, for example, stand short links to sweep, really? Does that really work? I don't know if I can believe that. Like far short or close short? I would expect close short.
Let's see. I'll pull up all your frame data.
I can't.
Light kick is +5, so yeah.
That's not like the sweep though.
Yeah, because close light punch is 5.
Get out of here.
Oh, standing light punch is 8.
Yeah, that's the one you have to use.
Yeah.
So just close short and far short are both +5. That shouldn't work. What the fuck? Stand short links to sweep. That sounds incorrect. I'm like trying it now.
That is not correct.
Stand jab.
Only +8 normal is stand.
Yeah, far stand jab. Anyway, let's not get too distracted. If you've got like a Blanca EX Rainbow rolling over you, it's like fucking, you have to deal with that mix-up. If he does it as a reversal, you have to actually like block it correctly and he can steer it around. You can just hit far strong and it'll hit him out of it. Stuff like that. Like it goes really high. And sometimes that matters. Or like a Viper burn kicking over you, you can just swat her out of the air. But it's not as good as anti-air Crouch Fierce is, so usually you'd be using that. But it is there. Close strong. There's one little thing about it that's kind of good. Crouch, but don't block. It forces stand. And it's his only move that forces stand. And forcing stand is actually pretty useful for his EX upper.
Actually, I'm pretty sure that...
Oh, yeah, Crouch Fierce forces stand, but you can't use that in combos. I mean, I guess you could. You could do like... that doesn't even work. You could do Crouch Fierce into super, but you wouldn't do that, and that works even on crouching opponents.
Have you seen the video? PR Balrog? Never mind. We'll get to it.
All right. But like, let's say you were whiffing a crouch roundhouse or something, and I saw you whiffing it under me. I mean, it's gonna be really hard to time. But let's just say you're crouching, like this whole thing, and I do like a jump in. Close strong is the normal that I would use if I wanted max damage, because if I do like my normal combos into EX up kick, which is the most damage, like that's the EX upper is the most damage, is the way to get the highest damage off his combos. I need to use stand fierce or stand strong in order to get that link. And then if I get that link, I can then like combo out of it and stuff. There you go. That would be like a Balrog combo on a crouching opponent, which works. I should have held kicks all the way across. So what else? That's the use of stand strong. It's kind of cool, and it does anti-air. Crouch strong is his main combo maximizer. Like it's a 1-frame link from crouch jab and a 2-frame link from stand jab far stand jab. The far stand jab like is actually quite hard to get because of the range issues. But theoretically that works, and there are some combos that use that. But it's a one frame link from low jab, and it is plinkable, and it's not a super hard plink. So you would do that if you're a good Balrog player and you were trying to maximize your damage. I'm not very good at it. I always fuck it up. But like after EX Rekka, you get a lot of extra damage. Like if you go for low jab, low strong instead of low jab, low short, because the strong does like fucking 70 damage by itself.
70
instead of the 30 that you're going for. You're adding 40 damage per like extra link you're going for. And it is his strongest cancel, conventional cancel, especially from crouch, which you need crouch to do his like headbutt and stuff. You need to have down charge. So for the most part, he doesn't have any cancelable standing hard normals except cancelable to super. So if you want special move cancels, crouch strong is usually your friend. I think it does the. I mean, stand forward does actually more damage. If you have that, you would probably go for that instead. Like if you blocked an uppercut, that would actually be more optimal. Wait, does that even work? I thought that was a cancel.
I think that's only super cancel.
Only super. Shit, I didn't know. I thought that worked. What about close strong? What's that? 70. So yeah, crouch strong is your friend. It's tied for max damage. Just use that. So that would be like if bread and butter combo. Like let's say I jump in is like over a fireball. I would do something like that. It would be like super bread and butter. Low strong is just your damage friend. What else? It's okay as a poke, I guess. Most of Balrog's moves are okay as pokes. I wouldn't really use this as a poke. But you can empty cancel jab dash punch from it, which is kind of nice. It combos from dash punch at pretty much all ranges. It combos into pretty much all his dash punches. Yeah, it combos into the low ones, and it combos into the low smashes as well, which is kind of nice. Like, let's say I do, like, timeout. Stop blocking. Yeah, I was going to do that myself. I should have not blocked. Whoa. That combos, and then you can do, like, the lows. That all works. So that's nice. It's worth mentioning that Balrog's dash punches do more damage the higher the version is, but they're much slower. So I would use Fierce there if I knew it was going to work. But the frame data is worse, and I'd use Jab if I wasn't sure it was going to work or not. But even Jab Dash Punch can be punished at point blank. It's a -3. So like characters with good 3-frame attacks. Like if I were Ryu, I could uppercut reversal that. It's quite difficult for Balrog to punish. He has to get a 1-frame unblinkable link. Or 1-frame unblinkable window anyway. What else? Forward. Far forward is like the PR Balrog normal. I've never seen any other Balrog use this. Basically, he empty cancels super out of it. And then if he gets a counter hit, he like, nothing happens if it whiffs. But if it actually, fuck. Nothing theoretically happens if it whiffs. If it actually connects, even the far one cancels to super. Which is pretty cool. Does a ton of damage. That's a really neat little empty cancel option he has. Alright.
Is that a low poke?
No, it's not. It's not a low. The close one, I don't know if it's useful at all. I thought it canceled. Maybe it only cancels in cross Tekken. Maybe it doesn't cancel at all. I don't know what I'm remembering. Interesting. Fierce normals, I guess. No, low forward. Low forward is it's plus like 4 or 5. I think it's plus 5, something like that. It's plus quite a lot. No, it's plus 6. No, 7. Right? You can link it to low strong from it. That would be a 1-frame link, right? It's supposed to be a 1-frame.
Medium kick is plus 7, yes.
Yeah. So you can do that. That's
plus 4 on block.
That's optimal. Yeah, you can do low short, low forward, low short on like everyone, and it's not even a hard link. And that's a low confirm for Balrog, and Balrog has not a whole lot of low presence, so it's an important combo. Unfortunately, you have to do it pretty much meaty. There's no other good scenario to do it. Yeah, but that's a really optimal combo. Just as a good example. But you can do like low forward, low strong, uppercut, and that works, and it's pretty good actually. What else? That's pretty much it for low forward. You can counter poke with it too. I don't know. Fuck. It's not that good. Stand Fierce is a pretty good poke. I see it a lot versus like grapplers to try and keep them out. It's a really good poking normal. Same around this too. We'll get to it. But both of these have a lot of full screen presence. It does like 100 damage. Pretty good. It's not too hard to counter poke with them.
It's a good counter poke and whiff punish.
Yeah, it's like his farthest range normal, I think, or maybe Snare House is. And another thing it does, Close Fierce is sort of never used. Sort of not a super useful normal. But one thing that it does is point blank on most of the cast. I don't know if it works on everyone. You can do red focus. It's kind of cool, I guess. So that would if you didn't have charge and you blocked an uppercut, that would actually be like a pretty good thing to go for. I say that, and no, it's like not working. It's a really picky combo, unfortunately. I got it to work
Might be
once.
corner only on like Balrog.
That'd be weird. I don't even think I did it on corner on the first time. What the fuck is mind cancel?
I don't think it actually comboed. I think I just wasn't blocking.
I thought it comboed. I
It was
did.
in
It
range.
said 80% for the scaling. What the fuck? I like how crouch. Maybe. Were you crouching when it worked?
Here. I'll crouch but not block.
Yeah. Well, that got it.
That's it.
So maybe if you did like
So,
that.
Fat characters.
Yeah, this is really weird. I mean, I was saying it wasn't gonna work on all characters, and then like something like that. I don't know. That's not max damage. I actually thought Balrog and cross decking was really cool. Anyway, let's forget about that for a second. Crouch Fierce is your general anti-air. It moves his hurt box down, which means it's a very reliable anti-air. Whoa, and then you beat it. Balrog's got pretty good jump in normals. And it goes really high, so you can do it pretty early and it still works. I was actually too early there. I was way too late there. In general, it's pretty good, okay? If you can afford to use it, it's pretty good anti-air.
Oh, but empty jumps beat it, and like far jumps.
It depends.
So
Far
don't-
jumps
don't use it
especially.
from like far jump.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Far empty jumps in particular, like kill it. Like if you did a empty, yeah, I would just whiff it and then you'd be able to land and punish me with jabs or something. So that's cool. Oh, it can be used to counterpoke some things. Like I've seen PROG do this. It's pretty cool. Like Hugo, or not Hugo, a Zangief lariated next to him. Okay, and his punish was crouch fierce into super, because the crouch fierce like punished the hit the recovery of the. I shouldn't say the recovery. Hit the.
Balrog had a video on his Twitch account where it was. He stood right in the perfect range for a light punch dash punch to whiff, and then he punished it with crouch free super.
That's
He was
awesome.
fighting another Balrog.
That's awesome. PR Balrog is awesome. What else about it? You can FADC it for safety on block. It's really unsafe. You should never have it blocked. But theoretically, if you see that it's blocked, you can make it safe. But you could like jab me, I think.
Oop.
I'm pretty sure. No, a jab is way too far. Most characters, like Gal, could flash kick this, for example. Light dash punch would be a lot faster than EX. Light dash punch would probably be a rest friend for trying to punish this. I don't know. Maybe sweep.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. Maybe Balrog can't punish it. I'm pretty sure the frame... Oh, that was a punish. Pretty sure the frame dead on that's pretty bad, actually. You don't ever want to have it connect on a grounded
Or
opponent.
Crouching heavy punch.
Yeah.
It's -8 on block.
-8. So that's a one-frame punish. Not bad.
Yep.
Jump roundhouse, stand roundhouse, crouch fierce, super. Yeah, that actually... Whoa,
No.
hold on. What? Stand roundhouse, crouch fierce? That works? That's a combo? Timeout, what?
Stand roundhouse is or close heavy kick is.
That should be plus 7, yeah.
So.
I've
that
never...
works.
I've
It's a
never...
one-frame link.
I've never seen that combo. I've never heard anyone mention that combo. That's weird as fuck. You're blowing my mind right now. Yeah, there you go. I got it.
Oh.
Oh, shit. Trying to get
So
that
if
combo,
Ryu
though.
does Ultra 1 and you jump over it.
Yeah, yeah, that's your max damage. I'm gonna try and get that link. Ah, close. Oh, fuck. That's like impossible. It's like impossible. I'm blinking it, too. Ah.
Oh.
And the cancel itself is not super difficult. That's a really cool combo, though. I'm really curious to know the max damage of that, or the damage that does. What an interesting link. Josh Deasy with the fucking knowledge. Samurai House, really far poke. Pretty much all there is to it. Does higher damage than Stand Fierce. Might go farther, might not. No idea. What else about it? Close around a house is super frame advantage. We were just mentioning it's +7. So a really common thing is to do stand around house low strong. It's a very common link. That's one frame as well though. Or low jab, and I think low short works on all characters, so that's a really common one. You do jump roundhouse, low jab, or jump roundhouse, low short, EX upper, and then you do that. But I drop the combo. But you get the idea. Yeah, well, sort of. Super good general link. Yeah, there you go. There you go. Full combo.
I've practiced this shit out of that combo, so
That juggle on Balrog is a bit different. I think for Balrog, you're supposed to do 2 straight and then 3 overhead. I don't know, actually. I don't know what max damage is on him.
It's different on so many characters.
Yeah. You can always do kick, punch, kick, 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 but that won't always be optimal. But that always works. Let's see here. Crouch Roundhouse we already talked about. Super good poke. Probably his best poke. Also, you can combo into it. Gets a knockdown. Goes really far. Amazing at counter poking. I think you can FADC it, too, for safety.
Yes.
So, if like you see a focusing opponent, and then, you know, you react in
People love
time.
to focus against Balrog. So
Yeah.
That's pretty important.
Yeah. And then you can actually punish that focus with like a walk-in roundhouse or something like that, depending on what it is. His backdash is really good. Whoa, you held it. Whoa. Oh, God. I don't know if Valor can punish that. Maybe not. Whatever, it saves yourself. That's still very important. You don't want to get crumpled.
It's, for some reason, super cancelable, yes.
Yeah, well, it has to be super cancelable to be focus cancelable. You can maybe chip someone out with that. That would be okay. Balrog super is really good for chip. But once again, if the sweep hits, the super doesn't come out.
I guess if someone's like focusing, you could do it.
That would actually, yeah, that would be good. That would actually be a really good focus combo. Interesting. I'll give it a try. Fuck. That's pretty good. It's actually really useful. Maybe. I don't know. If you were like waiting for a focus, you could use that if you actually saw one. But apart from that, that wouldn't be very good. This is grounded normals in a nutshell, right? No command no command normals of any kind, I think. I think he's just without them. Yeah. Normal throw, special move, super combo, ultra combo. I had mentioned his throw range. I think it's quite normal.
It's pretty average.
Pretty average. His foot speed is great though, so that helps. Makes his tick throws pretty good.
Kara throw.
No, I've never heard of one. He might have one, but like I don't know. None of them appear to be working. Whatever. Anyway, let's see here. Jump normals. His jump jab is an instant overhead. You can sneak that on people. Balrog is apparently too short for that to work. Only with a fuzzy guard. Would actually work pretty well, I think. There you go. Fuzzy guarded. Pretty good against grapplers. Pretty good against some characters. Jump strong. I almost never see. I think it was pretty good in cross Tekken. I think. Don't remember.
Probably made a free juggle state in cross Tekken.
I don't think it did. I think it was just good in his juggles because you could do it like after a wall bounce. I think you could do like 10-round punch wall bounce and then jump strong, low strong uppercut. It's kind of a cool little combo. Anyway, jump fierce is really far with not a huge hurt box. Jump roundhouse is also really far with not a huge hurt box. So both of those are sort of the general air normals he goes for. I think they both do the same damage. No, jump fierce does a little less. He must have some advantage for having less. His feet go really far down for his air normals, so I think
generally not jumping very much in though.
Yeah.
Well, maybe.
His feet go really far down for his air normals, so I think they all have projectile invincibility in his feet. Most characters who have that do. It's kind of useful, I guess. His jump forward.
For this one, you definitely
jump
do.
Short. He doesn't have a cross up. Oh well. I think he can have a cross up with one of his normals with like
He'd be broken.
A weird ass.
Jesus.
I'm pretty sure he can cross up on some characters with one of his normals, but for the most part he doesn't.
I think Hugo. I've seen it on Hugo.
For the most part, he doesn't have a cross up. And then you've got the neutral jump fierce for the steering. I think most of his other neutral jump normals are not super notable. Maybe neutral jump roundhouse and air anti-air. But neutral jump fierce for the steering is pretty good, and that does like 100 damage. Yeah. 110 actually. So yeah, if you get a dizzy, that should be what you do. Neutral jump next to the opponent.
I think that combos into ultra.
Yeah, I mean if you can get the charge in time. Well, you could do like if you got a dizzy, you'd go like that and then headbutt. I'm doing my fierce really early. There you go. I actually dropped it. Whatever. I'm only pretty good with that combo.
Oh.
You get the idea. There you go. That does not look optimal. Anyway, that's just jump normals in a nutshell. Not a lot to say. Jump roundhouse if you can help it. Otherwise, don't even jump. Jump fierce is okay. Neutral jump fierce. Very low commit. Decent at steering and annoying people.
If you predict a fireball, jump fierce.
Sneak your way in. You can just react and do it and gain ground like that. Anyway, jump back fierce is a pretty neat anti-air actually against like dive kick characters and stuff.
Yes. We do this a lot against Cammy and Yoon.
Yeah. Yoon! You pronounced it right.
Oh, if you're PR Balrog and you're fucking incredible, here, stand right next to me in the corner. If you're PR Balrog and you're incredible.
Oh yeah, yeah. That's actually a useful skill for any charge character. You can keep your back charge. Balrog is smart at looking for it. Jump roundhouse. Wait, what? Hold kick for first and release on second. And hold for the rest. Yeah, we'd already talked about that. Special moves? He's got a lot of moves
Yes.
branching off his dash punch, so it's important to talk about all those. The general one is the safest. I don't even know if it's the safest. It's the fastest. Pretty generously the
It's a
fastest.
safe-ish.
Yeah, yeah.
It's 3, 6, 8, and then 2 for EX.
You really want to do...
Minus on black.
I thought it was -1 for EX. Shit. Poor Balrog. Basically,
Yeah,
the way
-3.
the way this
Or
EX
2, sorry.
the way his EX moves work is if you're doing an EX dash punch, all the EX ones have 1 hit of armor. They're all fully throwable and whatnot, but actually that's quite useful because it gives him a couple of neat things that most characters don't have. For example, you can use
Armor
it.
cancels.
Yeah, you can use armor cancels. You have a unique anti-air option. You have a unique reversal option using all those, and it's not like he doesn't have a conventional reversal either. Well, he kind of doesn't really have a conventional reversal, but like
Like if someone's jumping to cross you up.
yeah, you can do an
an EX dash
autocorrect,
punch to get away from
dash punch. That's not even a cross up, dog. Jump in from closer.
Balrog doesn't have a cross.
Yeah, we'll just do it anyway. You can do like that, and I was bad at it, but you can get autocorrect EX dash punch as a reversal. It's pretty good actually. Oh, and you can use it to get out too, which is pretty cool. Like if you're doing like a cross up setup on me, like let's say you're Kami, I could do like that to get the fuck out of there. And that has armor even if you hit, but then even if you hit, I'm like long and gone. So that's a pretty nice little thing. It gives him a lot of reversal options between all those EX ones, and we'll talk about armor. I don't even know if we'll talk about armor canceling. Basically, you can Kara a very long time because it freezes in the first frame of Connect. If you get hit during the first frame of one of your EX dash punches.
It's hard to do. Just forget about it.
Yeah, it's not that difficult. It's a very situational. Do like a meaty low strong on me or something. Oh fuck, you knocked me over. What am I doing? Oh fuck, I didn't even get reversal. Fuck, sorry. Whoa, too meaty. There you go. That reversal ultra still works there, but that has lower commit than reversal ultra. So you know it's kind of good because if they don't hit you in the first frame, you're just gonna get like a reversal dash punch, which isn't even that bad. And that actually doesn't deduct a meter from you. Worth mentioning. It doesn't cost a meter to do the armor cancel, but you need to have a meter available. But you cancel it before the EX dash punch comes out, so it doesn't deduct the meter until the second frame, and the second frame never happens. There were some bugs associated with that. You ever see the guy location test issues? Guy had a 2-frame EX Tatsu for the beginning of Ultra.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And because if you killed with it, it wouldn't deduct the meter because the second frame was the one that hit. If you got the kill with the first hit of EX Tatsu, you would keep the meter that you spent for the EX Tatsu. Little funny bug because of the way meter deduction works. Anyway, the straight dash punches are the general comboable ones. They don't knock down. That's sometimes good. For example, if you're going to super, they combo from most anything, like even light normal, so you can quite comfortably combo a light dash punch. What the fuck is my cancel? Does that not cancel? Close far jab? I'll just do crouch
Yes,
jab.
it does.
Oh, I just suck.
I'm pretty sure it does.
I just did
Yeah.
it. Yeah, that's nice, and you can cancel that to super too. Unfortunately, the super cancel window will disappear sometimes before Balrog can make it to the opponent. Like you can't just do oh, it's too late. You can't just do like a far fierce dash punch into super because you don't have enough time. Even though it cancels and you can FADC and whatnot, you can't get charge in time. It's kind of annoying because you have to use charge to use the dash punch, and then you have to it has to connect
Basically,
before.
you can only do it from about
Yeah.
where his normals are.
Yeah, a very close connect. You can super cancel. Those super cancels are pretty good though. You get the full connect, unlike in juggles. If you juggle into super, it doesn't work in the corner at all, and you have to miss a hit no matter how you do it. At least one.
Just hold kick.
So yeah, theoretically, you'd rather connect on the ground with those. In terms of the individual ones, the jab one is very safe, especially if you space it. Like no character in the game can punish that. Maybe Chun-Li super can punish it. There's a 2-frame that goes really far. But for the most part, that's just completely safe if you space it, and it's very annoying, even against like grapplers and
Also
whatnot.
focus bait,
Yeah,
but
and even if you you can actually FADC it too, so you can save yourself, and you actually get a punish there, even better. But for the most part, it's not a huge issue. But it does combo from a ton of shit, and even at max range, so it's nice, versatile, and it's relatively safe. So like a common thing, for example, is like the Gutek shimmy. You do like the walk back, low strong, cancel the dash punch. That's very low risk, and if you see it connect, you can react with the
yeah,
super.
I stand tech. They have to stand tech, don't they?
Yeah, it works either way. You just get the counter hit one way or another. It's a charge can't it's a what do you call it? It's a frame trap with a back walk.
Yeah.
It's a charge character frame trap. You can still do frame traps with charge characters, but you need a close normal that you can link out of. And Balrog actually doesn't have one, which is why the Gutek shimmy is important for him. Anyway, the medium one is actually pretty interesting because it has very low pushback. So you can combo into red focus with it. I think from any range. It's kind of cool. That's new. New to ultra. Well, obviously red focus is new to ultra, but that wasn't in the location tests. That would be a good combo. I mean, it wouldn't be good because A, you're running Dirty Bull, but like that's one of the only ways to land Dirty Bull anyway. So that's a lot of meter to spend, and it's a Dirty Bull combo, so it's not that good. Close MK, close MP, and close HK. What the fuck? Those shouldn't work. That was not a combo. The only thing you can get red focus off of with Balrog, I think, is close fierce and medium dash punch, medium straight dash punch. Hard straight dash punch just does the most damage. What? Oh, close roundhouse. That doesn't combo.
Nope.
Not only does it not reach, but it also doesn't combo. It's not like frame advantage enough. That was not a 2-hit combo.
Nope.
Anyway, oh. Close MK, close MP. What was the answer to that question? Armor cancel, ultra 2. What the fuck? Oh. What was that the answer to? Oh, for links on counter hit. Oh, well, fuck that.
Counter hit.
Anyway, hard dash punch
buttons.
just does the most damage. You don't normally use it that much. It's really unsafe. And also, like, you can just counter hit these really easily. The EX one copies the hard ones, unfortunately. So it kind of has to go kind of far before it can actually connect, even point blank. It's got kind of slowness to it. You're probably not going to successfully jab it twice unless you're perfect, unless it's coming from really far out. You could do like jab uppercut or something like that, jab headbutt. That'll be pretty cool actually. That's the straight dash punch in a nutshell. It's got the least commit, I think, for the EX straight of all his dash punches. Actually, this might be the least commit. It's slower though, so not as good. But you see this a lot just as a general reversal option. It's pretty good. Unfortunately, leaves the opponent standing. But, you know, it's armored. He comes out pretty fast. Armored from the first frame. EX upper. Well, upper in general. You don't normally use upper at all, do you? I guess you can anti-air with it. It's not that good.
You can end combos with it if you want to keep them standing.
Yeah.
You can get like another throw mix-up or something.
I think it does either the same damage or less damage than it appears to be the same. Yeah, it's just the same all the way across. That's okay, I guess. It whiffs on crouching opponents. The EX upper is really good. That's one of Balrog's main tools, actually. Like if I'm fighting like an opponent, here, stand for me for a sec. My general punish after blocking a Shoryuken would be something like this. And if I want to extend that, it's actually surprisingly hard for Balrog. Pretty much the only thing you can do is like EX upper combos, or like Samurai House first. But that's like a really common way to extend combos for him. And then you would go for like it's +4, I think, so you can link jab quite comfortably after it. And then when you link that jab, it's you can link from that jab into other stuff. So instead of I did 311 damage combo there, instead of my normal 190. So that's 120 damage for 1 bar, which is pretty good. And because it combos into jab and because it combos from jab, if you're so inclined, you can actually do You can actually do a lot of them. Fuck. If you really want to.
It's not worth it at all.
It's not worth the bar. 1 is the right number. Oh yeah, and you can do it in after focus, I guess. I think that works, right?
Focus crumple.
Focus crumble upper. I feel like I've seen that, but I don't remember what it does.
I think you can do Ultra afterwards if you
Oh
can.
yeah, no, you don't have charge. I think you have to do your turnaround punch for that. Maybe you can super cancel it. But that's getting an airborne connect, so you wouldn't even want that. That didn't look good. I don't know, fuck. Anyway, what else? The overhead, I guess? Let's talk about the low. The low is low. It goes pretty far. It might actually have the most range of all of them. I would buy that, actually. It is a low. You can make it safe with correct spacing, but I think it normally has worse frame data than the other ones. It does give Balrog a little bit of low presence, especially in combination with the overhead one, but it's not very good because you can low block and then high block, and that'll defeat both of them.
What is the name of it? Is it dash ground straight?
I don't... Yeah, it must be. I forget. They're also difficult.
They're all pretty unsafe.
Yeah. This as a reversal is also fine. The damage I think is... Hold on, let's actually gauge the damage. I think it's slightly less than the other ones. 90 to 110, right? Yeah. So you lose 10 damage ending with that, but it does get a knockdown, so you can do that if you're so inclined. And that's not a bad ender. Does it work with the... Well, what the fuck? I did the hard. Yeah, it works with any ender. So yeah, that's not terrible. I mean, I don't see people go for it that often. Headbutt would be better. That's the truth. Headbutt does more damage. Let's see here. What do you really use this for? I don't see it that much. It's not super useful.
Mind games.
You can FADC it for safety, too. You can FADC all of them, I think. Except maybe,
Mind games. Mix up between that and overhead.
Yeah, you can't... Yeah. You can FADC this one. You can FADC the low smash. Oh, no, you still can. You can FADC all of them. Okay, so let's talk about the overhead one. The overhead one's actually useful. The light one is actually safe, and it's almost fucking damn near identical to the hard one. They're like, it's like impossible to tell them apart, and one of them is unsafe and the other one's safe. So the light one's really spammable. I don't know if it's safe. I think it's like -2 or something. On block. And it's an overhead, which is
That's
nice.
swing blow, right?
Yeah, I think.
On block, it's -2.
Yeah, there you go. That's not too bad. EX slow dash is apparently an anti-slide because it hits the low profiles and stuff. It makes sense. So that's an overhead and it's safe, which you need to do a lot of, and it's pretty good to just throw that out here and there to get the opponent high blocking, make them afraid. But the hard one in particular, is like plus I don't remember. It's plus quite a lot. It's like +10 or something, isn't it? It's not +10. It's like +7.
Yeah, +10.
Oh, it is +10? Shit.
Heavy and EX are both +10.
Shit. I had no idea. I've been doing
The
an
medium one is for some reason +2.
I've been doing an optimal combos my whole life. That's scary. So I knew the frame data, but I wasn't even.
You can get that.
So you get really easy links out of it, like low short, low strong into ultra. Not low short and low strong, just low short or low strong. And if you do those combos, you get huge damage. And it's an overhead. And in particular, the EX one is really easy to make it work. Oh yeah, you can combo to focus crumple too. That's actually kind of difficult to go for. But you can get a level 2 crumple. From hard and EX. I'm not so good at this.
It's probably a fast link, or like a...
Yeah, I'm doing it too slow every time. There you go.
There you go.
And that's safer, I guess, and you can also use it to dirty ball. More notably, you can do the light one, which normally you can't combo out of, and you can red focus it. Whoa, that was completely wrong. And that gives you a pretty fast overhead, and it also gives you the link. But then you have to burn 3 bars instead of 2. Mixed bag. But that makes the light one actually dangerous without having a whole lot of commit. So there you go. The EX one is the only one you can really reasonably land against a good opponent, unless you're very lucky. Because it's got the hit of armor, so you can use it to blow through things. So if you go through something, whoa, if you go through something, you can get the punish. Fuck, what's happening? I keep on. Oh, I know what's happening. I'm doing it before I have charge, and then I'm getting a light one because the light one's charge time is faster. You can actually do the overhead one with less than regular charge. I mean the light overhead. Anyway, if you blow through something, you can comfortably get that kind of reversal, convert to huge damage, which is nice. So in that regard, it's sort of the most rewarding one. Well, it's obviously the most rewarding one. And the last one is very it fills a big niche the other ones all lack. It It breaks armor. Yeah, exactly. The overhead one actually breaks armor too, but it's very difficult to use that one in reaction to focus because it comes out so slow. They can just release. But the thing about this that's really good, the EX one is basically a perfect counter to focus because it catches backdashes, it catches forward dash, and it can't be counter hit because it's got a hit of armor. So it's like it costs a bar, but it's the perfect focus counter. But even the regular ones are really good armor, like focus breakers. You can also use like let's say timeout. Get next to me. You can also use like cancels to blow through focus, which is quite useful. Do that again, focus. You can do something like that. But it's notable that you can just do this from any range, and that's a good armor break. He has one other armor break too, but we'll get to in a second. But that's what that is. The thing is, all the other dash punches are very vulnerable to focus. So, like, a good focusing opponent is going to get tons of crumples on Balrog, and that's why it's important to throw these out occasionally just to break their armor. I think they're unsafe, though. The EX one's definitely safe. I know you can't punish the EX one. But I think the other ones are all unsafe. I think this is dash... I think this is swing blow. I think this is swing blow.
Swing blow?
I think, isn't it? Gotta look at the command list. This is dash low smash. Swing blow is the overhead.
Oh, smash, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. They're all negative.
Oh.
It's 5, 7, 9, and then 3.
Yeah, minus 3 for the EX. The EX is pretty safe because it spaces the opponent out too. You can punish that as Balrog. Anyway, that's dash punches in a nutshell, I guess. There's a lot of them. We just gotta use the right one for the right situation. Let's talk about turnaround punch, I guess. Turnaround punch is a really strange move. Basically, you hold 3 punches or 3 kicks. You would probably hold 3 punches. I mean, you'd probably hold 3 kicks most of the time because Balrog's punches are better than his kicks. But because you have to hold all 3 of them, you're sacrificing the ability to tech throws and whatnot, which kind of sucks. But you maintain the ability to anti-air and whatnot. And you got your crouch fierce. So you basically hold like your 3 buttons or whatever. And then after only a very short charge, you can release and get the special move. And the longer you charge it, the more damage it does, but the more unsafe it gets. And the unsafeness is basically a big fucking problem. So you try not to ever have higher than a 1. And the reason you would go for this move, and a fully charged one does like fucking 500 damage or some shit. I think 400 something. The reason you would go for this move is during the little pivot at the beginning, he's fully invincible to all attacks, including projectiles. I think he's throwable still. But you can use it as an... Oh, maybe not. Maybe not throwable. He's fully invincible for the pivot, and that includes to fireball, so you can use it to go through fireballs. It's not super good from far away. It's still kind of useful. It gets to max charge within about 50 in-game seconds. It breaks armor. It's, I think, -2 for a 1, and then -3 for a 2, and then it gets really punishable for every version after that. I think 1 through 4 are reasonably safe, and 5 through 8 are ridiculously unsafe, or 5 through max.
It starts getting stupidly unsafe around level 5.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. But 1 is really good. It's only -2, and it's +2 on hit, which is really good because, focus for me? On armor break, it gets the +3 from counter hit. So because it naturally armor breaks, you're always going to be getting that. And you can link a jab from that quite comfortably because it's +5, and that's a 3-frame jab. So that's actually really good. That's actually like a really good counter to focus. You have to be kind of smart about how you charge it though. A lot of Balrogs do like crouch jab, and then they do the 3 kicks during the crouch jab, stuff like that. And also releasing it safely is a really big deal. That's part of being a good Balrog. Like if you have a turnaround punch charge, you don't want to release it. You've got to like whiff a button and release the button. It's like the only, or like jump and release it midair or something like that. You got to be real smart about it because releasing it on the ground if it's too high a level can be deathly. But it's important to use turnaround punch a lot if you're a good Balrog player. It's safe and it gets you point blank and it retains your charge. That's a really big deal. That's one of the main things about it that's really useful. Here's a really good example of that. Kindly like crouch tech afterwards. Whoa.
Oh, hold on.
Oh fuck. I was a little slow there. Oh, I'm still slow. Oh fuck. That's what I was doing. EX Headbutt. Fuck, I'm too early. There you go.
Yep.
EX Headbutt's fully invincible, and dash punch, turnaround punch lets you approach without risking anything. So that gives the opponent, like, if the opponent likes to hit buttons after that, which most people do, nearly everyone does. What the fuck? Wrong thing. I meant ultra. That gives the opponent a lot of time to commit, which they're gonna do because normally after a turnaround punch, like they're really pressured to throw because you're point blank. Or like they're really pressured to hit a button or something like that. And the invincibility is quite useful too. So you can use it as a reversal sort of, but it's got a long startup, and it's not invincible till it hits. It's only invincible during the pivot. But it's a good move. Oh, and another instance of it being useful after for retaining charge is you can do like a focus and then charge the turnaround punch and then juggle an ultra like that. And off a focus backdash, it's really hard to juggle an ultra, so that's pretty useful. And you can do that focus forward dash too if you want, but you actually have better setups there. You can do like this actually. Well, and then just juggle the ultra like that. You got enough time to get charge after a focus, so you don't need to use that cool little juggle. But it does work, and it is pretty good.
Headbutt?
No, not at all. It's the next one. That's like his last special move, right? I think we talked about all the other ones.
Technically, turnaround punch is his last special move.
I don't care about. There's no actual order. I'm just saying it's the last one left.
That's fine.
This move is. It's got a huge area of invincibility. I think it's fully invincible to projectiles for the full animation, which is pretty nice. It's still vulnerable to lows. So, like, sweep me and then sweep me again. Oh, actually, too early. You got a lot of time to do it. There you go. I didn't even get reversal. Don't feel pressured to do it quickly. That would be an example of quickly. Remember, you got a lot of time to do it. There you go. I saw my headbutt. It's still vulnerable to lows. If you're like got Ryu next to you on wake up and he does like low short, you're not going to headbutt through that. The X one is invincible to lows. That's pretty much the only difference between them. And the regular headbutt actually has a little bit more invincibility than the X one. The X one stops being invincible faster. But it's invincible to fireballs all the way across, and it's invincible for the head and the midsection all the way across. So for example, you can use it to anti-air really well, especially the jab one. Doesn't go very far. Very reliable anti-air. I actually broke my charge. Bonk. I actually got to trade there. If you're late, you won't trade. But even if you trade, you can still juggle super and ultra. Actually, I'm trading a lot. That time I got a counter hit, so I couldn't trade.
In my experience, it's not very reliable.
Oh, well, fuck. I always did it and had good success with it. It's very rewarding to hit, too. Because, as I've been showing this whole fucking video, you can juggle into a super and ultra afterwards. Unfortunately, it's just super or ultra. So if you don't have any meter, most people just whiff a charge upper or something like that to get a little bit of meter back.
You could do the 2008 shimmy or whatever.
Oh yeah, the 2000. I forgot about that. Just fucking whiff a jump roundhouse over their head, and it's not even a cross up or anything, and then jab them from the other side. That's just to gain like ground. That's all that does. Or I shouldn't say gain ground, but control different part of the screen.
You can hit a different button and you won't end up on the other side.
Oh, I didn't know that. That's actually like pretty ghetto. Fuck, why do I keep on acting like it's the sweep? I don't know
I forget
about
which button it is though.
I don't know about that.
I never do it. I just whiff an upper.
Yeah, I always whiff the upper. Anyway, what the fuck? Headbutt. You can go through fireballs really well with it. If you're like at this range and Ryu throws a fireball, it's pretty easy to react and just headbutt him. Actually, that was just outside max range, so don't do that. Actually, that would still hit a fireball because you get wide for a fireball. But like from about this far, like this far away, you can pretty comfortably headbutt fireballs, which is actually pretty good. Whoa. And fireballs are invincible to the connect, I'm pretty sure. So if you're point blank, you'll blow through anything, which is pretty good for a meterless reversal. You cannot F80C it. There is no way to make it safe. It is a big guess. You are betting the farm on that headbutt, and it's very punishable. But it does lead to a meterless ultra, which is kind of cool. Unfortunately, the ground ultra does a lot more damage than the juggle ultra. So if you can not juggle into it, if you can land it on the ground, that's better. But unfortunately, there's like no setups into ground ultra. You just have to get it as a punish or go through a fireball or something like that. You can combo it from far jab, yeah. Forgot about that one. That's actually really tight because the chains get in the way. You have to do... It's weird. Oh yeah, let me...
You have to do kick too.
Yeah, you have to do kick one because it's faster. If you do... How does this work? Well, what was I going to say? Oh, the way that you can do the ultra afterwards. I didn't even mention this. This is important if you're a beginner. You do the headbutt, you charge down back, and then for the headbutt, you go to up back, and you roll across back. So you never actually break back charge. And that lets you keep back. You only need back charge to do the ultra. So if you do that, you can then do the ultra upon landing. So it's just down back to up back, and then forward back forward kicks, or forward back forward punches, or whatever. Both of them activate the ultra and the super. And then after they activate, you can change whether you do punches or kicks with the button. And the punch one is really important for going through fireballs and stuff, because even at max range, it'll get all the hits. And the kick one is good for juggles, or rather, certain combinations of the punch and kick one are good for juggles. The last hit is only the kick one has juggle potential. Before that, I think they all have juggle potential. They both do the same damage. And yeah, you can link into it. It's like fucking 8 frames. So if you're perfect with the perfect juggle, I mean perfect combo. I'm really bad at this. I've seen PR. I've seen both PR Rog.
Yeah.
I've seen PR Rog and I've seen Ice Age R. I've seen both of them pull out the sand jab ultra. Yeah, you do that. EX upper, crouch jab, sand jab ultra. I've seen Sam Roundhouse stand jab ultra. That one's really cool. I've seen a lot of shit. That's really good though, if you can land it, because it gets you the grounded ultra. But good fucking luck. It's 1 frame and it's very difficult to plink because it'll give you the chain short or like the chain jab or whatever. So you basically, it's very hard to plink and it's very hard to link because it's 1 frame. But that's good. It's good that it exists, and if you can land it, power to you. That's his Ultra 1 in a nutshell, actually. But we weren't even talking about that. That's all his all his special moves. There's no EX turnaround punch. EX headbutt just adds leg invulnerability and removes a little bit of invincibility. Like makes it from 1 to, I don't remember. It just cuts like 3 frames off the total invincibility, all at the end. So if you're like, here's a good example. If you're fighting like a Dalsim and he does Ultra 1 and you're like, oh, I'm just gonna headbutt through that, boom. That'll actually punish Dalsim's Ultra 1 if you're point blank. But if you do EX headbutt, you'll hit him and then you'll like eat the hits of the Ultra because it's got less invincibility, for example. I've seen that happen. It's like, ouch. And the regular headbutt will always go through. And the fierce one has the most range, so if you're trying to go for like a fireball punish or something like that, that's what you would use. The light one goes very short distance, so
you pretty much never use light headbutt.
You use it for anti-air if you're going to anti-air with it, but you know, crouch fierce is a move that exists. But light uppercut, you know, leads to the fucking ultra, so you know that's worth mentioning. But light's the best one for anti-air, I think. You can anti-air with the other ones. In Omega mode, you can juggle into like EX dash punch. It's kind of cool off of headbutt. And he's got like the 360 dash punch. Too strong. That dropped like twice.
I know.
Let's talk about his super. It's really good at some things. One, you can stick it on anything, like most supers. It just cancels from a lot of his special moves. Not his headbutt, but it will cancel from his turnaround punch, and it will cancel from his dash punch. It's kind of hard utilizing the turnaround punch cancel. It does technically work, but you're probably not going to land something like that in a real match. It's very easy to utilize the dash punch one. Whoa. Like, just get a combo into light dash punch and then just super cancel it on reaction. Very, very easy. And it does a shit ton of chip, so you often see that. It does a ton of chip. If I do like this, that's all a true block string, all the way across. So it does like 100 damage in chip. Pretty good. That was like 25 per hit, so that's like 125 chip damage. And if you get a fully charged turnaround punch, God forbid, and then cancel with the super, that does like 400 damage in chip. So that's pretty nice. It's not 400, but it's quite a lot.
Show that off in a video.
It's like, yeah. It's like 200. Or maybe more than that, I don't remember. What else about it? It juggles. You can juggle into it. It drops on almost every character in the corner, if not every character. You basically can't use it properly in the corner. But because you can just cancel it from dash punch, that's probably what you do. You would never even launch the opponent. You just do a combo into dash punch instead of a combo to headbutt, and then you'd super. So you don't. It doesn't really matter that it doesn't juggle. But at the same time, like if you land it mid screen, you can do the juggle, and it's just hold kicks all the way across. It's also slightly better at punishing fireballs than his ultra is. Like you can punish fireballs from slightly farther out. The range is about the same, but it's better at getting the first hit and cell comboing into the second hit than the ultra is. The ultra you can get the first hit, and then the second hit will be blockable at certain ranges. I think it goes damn near full screen too. Not quite. You need the dash super still. But that's actually a really good thing. I got it. It's a really good fireball punish. Ultra is a really good fireball punish too. Well, last hit's not a true block string. I didn't know that. So if you do, you can ultra 1 through, talking about his ultra now. You can ultra 1 through fireballs. You'd probably use the straight version if you could help it, because the kick version has a lot less range. Unless you fully wanted to whiff the first uppercut or something like that, like if you did it really early. I don't know, fuck. You won't punish a Guile Sonic Boom, but you can punish like Ryu Hadokens without too much trouble. Just from standing about this range and then ultraing on reaction to a blue. That'll get like the full ultra, which is great. It's great when you land the full ultra. You can juggle into it from Headbutt. That's how you'll be landing it 90% of the time. You can combo into it from a... You can't combo into it from a focus, actually. You can't get charge in time, I don't think. And once you get the charge, it doesn't pick up anymore. So you have to go into Headbutt from your focus combos, or into turnaround punch. But that's not too difficult. That's just what you would do if you got a focus crumple. It's one of those ultras you can't land after focus, though. There aren't many of those. Let's see here. What else does it do? Is that it? It doesn't
That's
go.
really about it.
It doesn't go quite full
It's
screen.
invincible.
Yeah, it's invincible. You can use it as a reversal. It doesn't go quite full screen, so you can. You have to like dash ultra if you want to punish a full screen fireball. And I've seen PR Balrog do that actually in what do you call it? SBO. During SBO, he did that against the person, which is a great like fucking do it against a Japanese player. Probably show off against like it was all Japanese audience too. They're probably like, oh shit, America has players. That was like the dream team. Do you remember that when America went to SBO? It was it was
yeah.
Razor Latif, Dominion, and PR Rog as a team.
Oh, that was disgusting.
And that's three specialty characters, all Americans: Viper, Guile, and Balrog. Three of the best players in the States at the time. Well, the thing about SBO, this is actually kind of a funny story. Has no place in this video, but whatever. The thing about SBO was no player had ever entered SBO. No foreign team had ever entered SBO and gone farther than first round. At that point, that was the last SBO too. No, I think it was the second. No, I think that was the last. And in that tournament, that was like the first SBO with Actually, I think this was a different SBO. I don't remember. I'm mixing up the last two maybe, or maybe it was all the last one. In that they had in that tournament, that team, Dominion, Latif, PROG, won the first round, then lost the second, which was better than anyone had ever done. But then in ST, it was Damdai went, and Damdai won the whole fucking thing. Damdai took it from all the Japanese players. He's like, I'm better at ST than all of you combined. Which he is. Damdai's like the fucking ST god. What else?
Combos.
Yeah, combos. Oh yeah, Dirty Bull. Basically, it goes really far in its 2 frames. You can use it as a reversal, I guess. In fact, that's pretty much the only way that you're ever going to use it. And then after that, you can go for setups and stuff and try and get your dizzy. Usually you won't get it, but maybe you will. If you get one combo, you're going to dizzy the opponent after that Dirty Bull. Or even if you dizzy with the Dirty Bull, which is quite easy. If the opponent has at least 400 stun, and then you get the Dirty Bull to land, boom, dizzy. Or like 300, or like 200, I forget. It does quite a lot of dizzy. Then it punishes -2 moves. So example, if you're fighting a Dan, he does hard Dan Kyaku or EX Dan Kyaku, you could just be like, hi. It's not super useful. You should pretty much always pick Ultra 1 because you'll actually land it. Dirty Bull, you can just jump out on reaction. Let's demo that really fast just as proof of concept. You didn't even jump. Where are you?
Sorry. My wrong. Here, do it again.
Okay. You can jump out on
Just
reaction
hold
to
up
the
and
freeze.
reaction to the freeze.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's pretty much only a punish Ultra, but it is quite rewarding. Oh, but if you actually...
Red, like,
yeah, red focus.
Combo focus.
Oh, fuck. What the fuck? Pulverize, yeah. Do you get the joke with this? It's actually kind of funny. It's a headbutt, stomp, and an elbow. It's 3 illegal moves in boxing.
Yeah.
It's kind of cute. He fights unfair. Yeah, 750 dizzy on full ultra 2. Less if you have not full ultra, less if you're picking ultra double. But if you dizzy with the ultra, it counts as 2 hits of scaling. So your follow-up combo is going to start at 80%, which sucks, but whatever. Still really good. Still get really high damage combos with it. so it's actually the more rewarding ultra to use, but you'll never fucking use it, so you'll never land it more accurately. Combos. Big punish combos, you would probably go low strong headbutt. Really easy, really basic. Very good damage, just get the down charge. Low strong, cancel the hard headbutt. Yeah, I think Mago would win stuff if he didn't play Yang. He sucks or because fucking he used to not play Yang and he used to win stuff. If you wanted more damage, you would go for EX upper, and then you would do probably low jab, low strong in a perfect world, but more realistically low jab, low short. And then headbutt. And then if you really wanted to, you could do 2 uppers, and that would do more damage, but not enough to warrant the bar. If you wanted... what other confirms does he have? I mean, not confirms, punish combos. Raw ultras a punish. I don't know. That's pretty much, that's like what you go for. Maybe if you didn't want to knock the opponent over, you would end in like a dash punch, I guess. You don't normally see that much. I keep on getting the towards strong. I'm being sloppy. There you go. Maybe you do something like that with the hard dash punch though. And he's really safe, so it's not really safe, but like most characters can't get a good punish. Like for example, even characters that can get punishes, if you're like Cammy, your punish for that is far stand jab into hard spiral arrow. And you can't do 2 jabs, and you can't do crouch jab. And you can't do like low short or anything, because you get 3 frames. So you have to get a 1-frame window that's unblinkable, and then immediately cancel it to an unsafe move. So Cammy, for realistic purposes, is not punishing that. Like most characters, it's like that. Or I shouldn't say it's like that, but it's like, it's difficult. Some characters don't have 3-frame normals at all. Like, Rufus cannot punish it. Rufus has no 3-frame option to actually punish a light dash punch. So on most characters, especially if you space them, on most characters they're pretty spammable. And that's nice. But once again, they can be beaten by focus, they can be beaten by counter hits and whatnot. They're all throwable too. So like even if you see Balrog, especially the EX ones, if you see Balrog doing like an EX dash punch, do one on me. Regardless of which version it is, you can, well, regardless of which version it is, it's harder depending, it depends on the range. You can actually throw them. And that's not a super hard thing to do on reaction. And if it is too close that the throw doesn't work, if it's too close that the throw doesn't work, you'll just block it if you're just holding back and teching throws. So it's virtually riskless. But of course, Balrog, if he's actually doing these, and you know that he's doing them, and you're waiting for a reaction, you can do other stuff too. It's a lot more damaging. That would be a good example. Don't let Balrog do full screen dash punches. That shit is bad. Oh yeah, if you get an anti-air turnaround punch, you can juggle into ultra. I never mentioned that. That's not super practical, although it works. I could have done it, I chose not to. I don't know why. I was talking about demoing it and I didn't even do it. That's not super practical, although it does work. That actually did, that was like a really weird, that was straight uppers. Straight then uppers. More practical than that is if they do wake up backdash, kindly. Oh, I actually did it too late. I see Balrog do that one all the time. I'm getting a little bit too much walking in. Fuck, I don't have charge. Oh fuck, I was way too early. There you go. That's actually a really good, like, rewarding... I did deliberately the wrong combo. It's actually a very rewarding anti-backdash. So that's a nice little option that Rog has.
Select with it, can't you?
What do you mean? Like option select, release, turnaround punch?
Somebody said something about it.
Yeah, there's some option selects with it, but I don't know what they are. I'm not a Balrog main. I'm just here to make videos. What else? Confirm combos. Jab, jab, jab. Jab, jab, short headbutt. And then if it's blocked, jab, jab, walk and throw. Super easy, super basic. Low forward, low short. Very common one. I just fucked it up. Low forward, low jab works, but some characters it's kind of picky. So low short goes farther. Low short tap. Don't you need punch tap for that, though? You can cancel into tap. I don't think I ever mentioned that. That works, right? Pretty sure you can.
Yes.
Yeah. There's some interesting stuff there. Yeah, that's how it works. You charge punch tap. Yeah, yeah. I forgot how that was how it all worked. You get the knockdown, you charge punch tap, then you do low short and release tap. Tap is turnaround punch, TAP. I forgot. That was it. Not a real OS, but catches shit backdashes into airborne. Nice. There you go. And that's that. Even if you're not using it like a true option select, you can still like make yourself look more convincing about your fucking bullshit. About your bullshit meaty turnaround punches. I did it too early. Whatever. Other confirmed combos. Confirms off of... No, that's a confirm in and of itself. So it's focus. So I guess that would be a punish combo. That's a really important combo for Balrog. Theoretically, you do so strong. I actually dropped my flank, but I went for it. You'd usually be using this off EX, but being able to do it off of hard is still good. I'm always late. There you go. Super useful combo for Balrog. I guess you can do like reversal upper, and then react to that with that jabs, and that would be kind of like a confirmed combo. I guess. I don't know. And then like fucking if you see it connect, you can combo low short, low jab, headbutt, or low jab, low short, headbutt. I don't know. Something like that. That's actually that's connecting really weird.
At the wrong range.
Yeah.
Short will whiff.
Oh well. That also confirms in and of itself, so you don't necessarily need to confirm after it. That might be it for Balrog. I mean, he's got a lot of other stuff, but we demoed most of it in match, so or in the demo itself.
Oop.
So I don't know if there's that much to say. All right, there is plenty more to say, but it's
you can do the hard combos with like that shit.
yeah, close roundhouse. That's ideal punish. I should have mentioned that during punish combos. That's actually important. Like if you have down charge, you break down charge to get straight charge, and then you do back roundhouse, and then you do low strong or low jab, more realistically low short actually, and then you do EX upper from there. You try to keep the back the entire time, but that should work on everyone after like a blocked uppercut or something like that. Low strong works on everyone, I think. Yeah, that's a really good combo. And I'm not sure what the follow-up is there. I know the follow-up that works is kick, punch, kick, but, you know. You just hold the button. You don't need to hit it every single time or anything like that. But I'm sure everyone watching this already knows that. I think that's it for Balrog. I don't have a whole lot to say here. He's a pretty straightforward character. Do dash punches. Do fucking headbutts through fireballs. Ultra through fireballs.
Use your stupid frame advantage
Yeah.
to throw people.
Yeah, he doesn't have a great mix-up. So you sort of have to just use the fact that he's very difficult to open up. He's one of the better wall characters in the game because he's got so many good reversal options and because he's got a 3-frame jab that goes like full screen. It's just very difficult for a lot of characters to approach him. He's like, despite being a charge character, he's actually very resistant to pressure, which most charge characters, like, you dive kick them and they die. But Balrog actually has pretty good matchups versus like Cammy and Yun and stuff, so that's neat. He's very difficult for those characters to open up. You just kind of chill, hit jab occasionally, do dash punches occasionally.
And he's got 1,050 health.
Yeah, 1,050 health.
Important.
He's a little bit more resilient than most of the cast. What would be a chip situation for other characters is not a chip situation for him, basically. You got the default taunt, get out of here. I like went through every
Come on,
single
punch it,
character
bag.
and like changed their taunts from the default one. I just did random numbers.
I actually like this taunt though.
Oh, it's a good taunt, yeah. You ever listen to Zangief's taunts? They're all amazing. Zangief has some of the best taunts in the game. One of my favorites is he like puts his hands on his hips and stands up and he's like weak like kitten. It's godlike.
I think I have his Japanese voice on.
That kind of hurts the taunts. I feel like Balrog's one of the characters where his Japanese voice is way worse than his US one.
I kind of like it.
It's all right. I don't hate it. But he says weird.
It reminds me of the black people from Fist of the North Star. They all talked like this.
One thing I really hate is it's really hard to distinguish the numbers because he's got such a strong accent when you're doing turnaround punches.
What?
It's really important to know what fucking number he's saying to know how punishable it is.
Bleh.
1, 2. I'm only getting ones. It's like 4 seconds between each charge. Let me get a 3 here. 3. Maybe I'll get a 4. But that might have been a 5 actually. I don't know. That's it for Balrog. That's all I got. I'm tired. Need to go to bed. Thanks for helping me out, Shrek. It's been really nice. Got some videos for YouTube with all the bath cup, with all the after bath, with all the fucking tutorial videos. Probably not going to release them all tonight. Probably going to release them over the next couple days. But it's really helpful.
Send me my check in the mail.
Oh yeah, I'll send you your check for $0.00, which is also the amount of money that I'm making. I'll give you your 40% of the amount of money that I make,
All right,
which is nothing.